Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon or Rising. Saggy, this is your weekly intuitive tarot reading for January the 20th to the 26th. This week we've got the Dance with Life Oracle card. We have the beautiful Wheel of Fortune energy. We have the Six of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Four of Cups, Three of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. Big shift this week for you, Saggy. That wheel is turning, and it's turning to balance the scales, to actually, change things up for you, to get you in a position where you're ready to receive again, to be open to emotional offers after a period of time where you may have been quite closed off. You might have been in a state of either internal or external conflict. This is all about you getting back into the dance of life, which for me means to get back into the flow of the universe. Now, somebody commented the other day and said, how can you get in flow with the universe? That's just rubbish, doesn't make sense. For me, that means, when your energy is in the right place, where you can see opportunities coming, where you're in alignment with your higher self, then you start to attract experiences that are an equal vibrational match for you. When we are burdened by internal conflict, by difficult situations, by having a low energy field, be it the way we treat our body, or the thoughts, feelings and emotions, being stuck in guilt and shame and all of those kinds of things, I totally believe that shuts us down. And when we're in a shutdown state, we can become stagnant, we can not see opportunities, we can just miss what's in front of us, because we can become quite consumed and we're definitely not present. And when we're not present, we definitely miss things. So this is all about getting back into that beautiful dance with life. So I'm going to kick off by reading out the Oracle card, guys. I really love this one. So do something to change your energy. Life is always moving. If you resist this ever-changing flow, your energy will become stagnant and you will fall out of flow with the universe. The universe has a mysterious, intelligent force, a natural rhythmic beat which governs all of life. One of the best ways to shift your energy, frequency and vibration is to put on some music and dance along with it. When we dance unrestrained, our spirit takes over, and with each new bop, sway and kick, we are rocked back into harmony with the rest of life. Yeah, so look, guys, the dancing is just a metaphor. This is about getting energy moving through your body again, because, energy from, old emotional experiences, traumas, all sorts of things can become stuck in your body. If you, know much about Chinese medicine and acupuncture, energy healing, Reiki, that kind of thing, it's all about getting that chi, getting that life force moving back through your body, because when there's blockages, that's what can really stop that life force flow. And when we don't have that full, life force, that's when dis-ease, both mentally and physically, emotionally, can happen. So, you can do whatever it is for you to move that, whether it's dealing with things from the past, having those hard conversations with people that you might have held resentment for, whether it's getting a massage, energy healing, doing exercise, detoxing, through good diet and that kind of thing. Okay, that's quite a big introduction there, guys, but needed to be said, I think, for some of you. Okay, so the recent past, for me, this is that blockage that we've just been talking about. This is that stagnant energy. So we have the Five of Swords and we have the Eight of Swords. Now, Five of Swords can be a card of conflict. So it can be external conflict, say being in an argumentative situation, could be in business, could be in a relationship, could be in a friendship. General reading, guys, you'll know what it is for you. But it can also be internal conflict, right? Because Eight of Swords often talks about our own mental prisons, which can be guilt and shame from the past, having a negative image of ourselves, believing that we're not good enough, being a martyr, having the victim mentality, just losing that motivation, that drive, having no enthusiasm anymore. So we really need to shift that energy, and that's what, is stopping you maybe from being in the flow of life and attracting in the beautiful energies and emotional fulfillment that you so desire. So you can see that person in the Eight of Swords, they're bound around their third eye, heart and gut. So all those intuitive centers are shut down, because we actually will scientifically, it has been proven now that the heart actually has significantly more electrical impulse and information going through it than what the brain does, right? And the gut is, I don't know whether that beats the heart or not, but basically they are 3 brain centers, guys. It's not just all about the brain. So, if we are in a situation where we're becoming stuck, we're becoming stagnant, we're stuck in conflict, be it internal or external, that can really shut down those centers. And when we're shut down, we can't tune in anymore. We're definitely not living from our higher self, and then we can lose our footing on our life path, right? So we really need to, become free of that again, to break those binds. Now, in this card, there is a clear path out of this way of being. However, it's missed because of those bindings. So it means that we need to free ourselves from our own internal prison by, basically the antidote is just surrendering and, writing a new script, not engaging with negative energies anymore. Like, you might be in a situation that exasperates it. So that would be, needing to remove yourself, cut energetic cords from the past, and those kinds of things. Because the universe is saying it is time to change. It's time for those, those scales of life that we see in the Six of Pentacles there. It's time for them to shift and rebalance. I feel like, you might have been, your scale might have been tipped for quite some time, and the universe really wants to even the score for you. So the Wheel of Fortune is, strongly about a change of luck and a shift, and it's related to destiny and karma. So it says that potentially a karmic contract is complete. So maybe this situation was associated with a karmic contract or a karmic partner, and it's over now, but maybe you needed to experience some of these more negative emotions, if we can call them that, to actually, to burn off past karma, that kind of thing. I mean, I believe in that. You may not. However, the Wheel of Fortune is here to change that now. And the Wheel of Fortune is said to have a 10-year energy, and we're just starting a new decade. So I really feel that this is about a whole fresh new start, and the decisions that you make right now could have a weighting on your whole next chapter, maybe for the next 10 years. I love the Wheel of Fortune. It's a beautiful energy because it really says the tables are about to turn, and look to the cards around it to see what direction. And here we have the Six of Pentacles. Now, the Six of Pentacles for me has a big message about rebalancing those scales of life. And we can see in the past that your scale's been down, so it's time for you to tip them in the other direction. Maybe in the past you felt a bit like a beggar of life, and I don't mean, that you didn't have financial resources, although some of you may not have, but more that, maybe you felt like you weren't receiving, whether that's not receiving love from others and maybe you were the giver or even an overgiver, or, always feeling that things aren't quite on your side and things aren't quite flowing in your direction. Well, this means that the tables are going to turn, and it's really your time to receive universal gifts now, Saggy. And, I've got the moon here in the Four of Cups, and I had a strong intuition around this combination, which is not normally how I read these cards. But for me, what I'm really seeing in this combination for this particular reading is, after going through that transition, right? Rebalancing your energy, all that sort of thing, when you're least expecting it, I feel like an opportunity is going to come your way, right? Sort of out of nowhere. And it's almost like it's coming out of the darkness, right? Because maybe you've been in through a bit of a dark time. The moon energy can link to that shadow side. It can be about, the sort of behind the curtain, behind the shroud. For me, this combination means that I think that out of nowhere, out of the blue, when you least expect it, from behind the curtain, potentially you're going to get an emotional offer, right? And that could be a new friendship, it could be a new romance, could be an apology from somebody, be it in the recent past or the past. It's that kind of energy, and I feel like it's your time. It's the seeds of something that's going to expand and grow. It can be, something like some information or a truth coming to light as well. that's somehow going to shift things for you. But I really feel like it links strongly with the final card, guys, the Three of Cups. So I feel like this offer that's coming in from somebody is going to expand quite quickly, and it's going to be a reason to celebrate. And I feel like it's going to lead you to, beautiful times with friends, family, or potentially with a new partner. And, it's all about, being open to receive and accept this offer, because I think that you'll find in your next season that you're going to be reaping the harvest, which for me is a metaphor for abundance. We're in the Suit of Cups, so this is about abundance and joy, love and harmony. It's about new manifestations. We've got the link to number 3 here twice. So it's about, manifesting new emotional opportunities, new emotional fulfillment that's going to have the ability to go the distance in this new decade that we're opening up under the beautiful light of the Wheel of Fortune. Saggy, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the reading and I wish you all the best with it. Please do keep in mind it's a general reading. It won't be for every one of you guys. Please leave me a comment if you'd like to share how it's unfolding in your daily life, because I always love to hear. And I'll see you back here next week for another reading.